Isupk 53rd Annual Lord Passover.
Hey, Shalom, Israel. This is the Isupk down in Florida. I'm Captain of 10,000 Shamoy Yalo. We here to let you know. 53rd Annual Lord's Passover is going to be held down here in Florida. It's going down in South Florida, Cocoa Beach.
Friday, April 15th, 2022.
The lamb, the wine, the brotherhood, the sisterhood, you understand? Good music, good weather, the palm trees, the whole nine.
This is going to be glorious. Book your hotels now at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites, 301 Tucker Lane, Cocoa Beach, Florida, 32926.
April 15th and the 16th. Don't just book for the 15th. Book for the 15th and the 16th.
It's going down Friday, April 15th at the Space Coast Convention Center.
Moses told Pharaoh we need 3 days to be able to go out into the wilderness and serve our power the way he commands. You're going to have to get that off with your boss, with your slave master. So make sure you in the building. Cocoa Beach, Florida, April 15th to 16th, 2022 is going down. We'll see y'all there. Shalom.
Black power, 144,000. I'm just trying to make 144,000. 144,000. I'm just trying to make 144,000.
Shalom. Tune into another episode of The Bible is Black. Y'all by Shemel Shabbat, y'all Shemel Shemel Rashad, the brothers and sisters. Tune into another episode of The Bible is Black. We highlight things about our people, illustrating clearly that the Bible is not about all people and that the people in the Bible that is written about are so-called Black people. Of course, when we say Black, so-called Hispanic, so-called Native American, all these 12 tribes are so-called Black people, all of our tribes. Not about height, hair, texture, skin color, race. According to the Bible, the Jews, the Israelites, God's chosen people are Black, so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American. Today's episode is RIP, murals, rest in peace T-shirts, rest in peace murals. This is Israelite custom culture, something that's synonymous with our people. You understand? This is not what the Lord wants us to do. But this is something that our people have done. It is in the Bible. It's recorded in the Bible. And this is not what the Lord wants our people to do, but our people have done it. This illustrates many things in the Bible that illustrate our culture, are illustrating things that God told us not to do, and told us repeatedly to stop doing, which is why we have so many of these curses and things on our people, which is why the Bible will illustrate who exactly it is talking about. And today we are talking about RIP T-shirts, murals. You understand? Going to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14 and verse 15. Wisdom of Solomon is in the Apocrypha. If you have a King James Bible, 1611, Wisdom of Solomon is in there. But apart from the King James, or after 1611, the Roman Catholic Church took these books out of the Bible. About 11, 14 or so books they took out of the Bible that are known as the Apocryphal or hidden records. They hid it because it clearly identifies who the Bible is talking about. The break between the book of Matthew, which is the beginning of the so-called New Testament, and the book of Malachi, which is the end of the so-called Old Testament. Why the Jews were called Greeks, why it says to the Jew first and then the Greek, all of the wars that we had with the Greeks to make our people take Greek customs. You understand, all of those wars leading up to the Romans taking over the Greek Empire or the Greco-Roman Empire to it just being the Roman Empire until the time when you have Christ under King Herod Pontius Pilate. All right, so the Bible is Black. We're getting into this here today. All right, for that coming up, the Lord's Passover in April. Prepare to get there. It's going to be in Florida. The Lord's only Passover in April. Prepare. It's going to be in Florida. Isupk.com. Get your hotels, your tickets, all of that information be available. Prepare, save up, get your plane tickets, bus tickets, your hotel money, put your leave slips in, get prepared. You understand the Lord's Passover coming up. Lord's only Passover. All right. So let's get into this here. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14 and verse 15. For a father afflicted with untimely mourning, when he have made an image of his child, soon taken away. A father, his son would die, didn't anticipate this son dying. That's why it says an untimely mourning, meaning you weren't expecting, your cousin, your son, your loved one to die. It was an untimely mourning. It says he made an image of his child, soon taken away. Some brother, some loved one, when they die, they're taken away. They got an image set up for them now. You understand? This is Israelite custom and culture. You got an image for that loved one that is taken away. What is that image where you see them? All over. You understand? An image for that son taken away. As you look at these pictures, of course, we provide illustrations so that you can see what the Bible is talking about. Now, honor him as a god. At one point, honored as a god. That's where all of these customs come from. Your Christmas comes from the death of Nimrod. You worshiping him as a god with that Christmas. His mother's death, the star on top of the Christmas tree, Semiramis or Semiramis. You understand? That's her star on top of the tree. It has nothing to do with Christ. The tree has nothing to do with Christ. It's about the Babylonian king of Nimrod. You understand? Somebody dies, you now get honored as a god. With our people, who do you honor every year when they die? This is the memorial, the anniversary of their death. You got to stop doing that. That is not something God wants you to do. If cousin was alive, he'd be this age by now. He would be turning 43, and having birthday parties for dead people and having happy birthdays for dead people. Tupac would be 45. Aaliyah would have been 36. This brother, Pop Smoke, would have just turned 40 something. Or Juice WRLD would have been 23 today. His brother, I believe his birthday was the most recent. The Lord does not want you to celebrate birthdays. The Lord does not want you worshiping the dead. The Lord does not want you painting murals and having whole candlelight vigils set up in your living room around some dead relative. That's how you end up worshiping statues and the saint this and saint that and the saint of death and Saint Peter and Paul. Before you know it, you got a bunch of statues and murals and gods that you praying to, basing your life on everything and everybody except the Most High and his commandments, which is not to worship the dead, not put cuttings in your flesh for the dead, RIP T-shirts, not set up murals for the dead, which are all over the hood, all over the ghetto, all in the projects in the barrio, all down in the favelas and the slums. We are not to do these things. Now honor of him as a god, which was a dead man. Now they being honored, being memorialized, which was a dead man. You got Pop Smoke all on the hood everywhere, which was a dead man. Tupac, you understand? King Von, Pop Smoke, Pimp C, all over our cities and our communities. Now, the brother that the Latin Kings, the Trinitarios, chopped up and murdered, thought that he raped somebody in New York. Now he's painting on the wall. He's got a mural. You're going to go take pictures there, light candles there, pray to the goddamn picture. All of the things the Lord said not to do, like Biggie, like Big Pun. You understand? These things is synonymous with our culture. All the brothers get killed and murdered. Put your face on the wall. Get your face on a T-shirt. The Lord is not the God of the dead. He's the God of the living. He wants you to honor the living. Care about your brother's life while he's alive before you murder him, before you gun him down and rob his house like you did Pop Smoke, before you gun him down and kill him like you did Tupac. You understand? Before you dive and overdose like Juice WRLD, before you chop your brother to death like you did this young Ephraimite brother, you understand, in New York. You understand? Before you shoot your brother up like you did Biggie and kill all of these brothers and sisters. The Lord wants you concerned with how you treat the living. Don't have more dead more so-called love for someone that's dead than you do for the living that you see every day. Willing to kill everybody on the planet for some brother that's already dead and long gone and probably a whole nother person by now, because we understand reincarnation is in the Bible. It's real. It's our custom, heritage, and culture to understand that you don't stay dead. You be born back again. You'll get a whole nother life. You'll come back as a baby. One of your relatives will be raising you. You understand? One of your male relatives and some distant cousin, sister will be raising you back up again the next time you come back into the world. You don't just die and that be it. You understand? Or live in some sand castle in the sky. It says, which was then a dead man and delivered to those that were under him ceremonies and sacrifices. Before you know it, you're sacrificing. That birthday is a sacrifice. That's why it's unlawful. You worshiping another God. Now that your uncle, your cousin, your dad is dead, every year you're going to go and get high in his memory. You're going to go and throw a party dedicated to them. You're going to have a dinner and food dedicated to them. That is idol worship. Thus, in process of time, an ungodly custom grows stronger, was kept as a law. It gets stronger and stronger and stronger. Before you know it, you're in the cemetery talking to dead people. Every year on the 5th of December, you're remembering how they killed cousin so-and-so. Our big mama died. So you're going to go to the cemetery and you're going to teach your kids to go to the cemetery to hold hands and bow your heads and put flowers and eat lunch with grandma. We're in the cemetery drinking liquor with cousin Jimmy, cousin Johnny, with Smokey, with Uncle Javier, or Aunt or Tia Maria. You understand? With all your cousins and aunts and uncles remembering the good old day. Remember back in 95 when we did this? Now you're talking to a goddamn gravestone. You're in there thinking you're talking to your dead mother, your grandmother, all kind of witchcraft, all kind of bipolarism and schizophrenia. Thinking, you know, mama talked to me the other day. I talked to your mama the other day. You're losing your goddamn mind because Christianity has made you crazy. You're listening to demons teaching you about Christianity, thinking you're learning about God. You don't die and go live in some castle in the sky. Your dead relatives are not going to talk to you. You're listening to some wizard and some witch in the conscious community, like Polite, telling you that you're talking to your dead grandmother, some necromancer. We channeling the spirits like the damn Conjuring. That's not real. Some demon is scamming you out of your money thinking you talking to some dead relative because you are not in the truth to learn what's actually in the Bible, and you're filled with Christianity and voodoo and brujeria and Santeria and Rastafarianism and Islam and everything that is against God in the Bible. So anyone can run a game and then scam on you to get your money, and you'll think that you being spiritual while they get rich and you stay talking, you know, to dead relatives in the cemetery. You understand? It says, engraved images were worshipped by the commandment of kings. Before you know it, now it's a law that you got to pray to this image. You got to pray to this statue. You got to bring presents to this statue. You got to teach your kids about it. Your kids is all in the Roman Catholic Church praying to Santa Maria, praying to Paul, the patron, you know, the family's patron saint is St. James and St. Luke, a bunch of statues of white men when everybody in the Bible was black. All the disciples was black. You're not praying to black men, you're praying to statues of white men that didn't even exist because it was the commandment of some king that you go and pray to statues that was in these councils, the Council of Nice and the Council of Nicaea, where they made everybody white. They lied and said Jesus was God. They lied and said you're going to die and go to heaven or die and go to hell. All of these things that the Romans, the white man made, our oppressor, made these lies up that you base your life on. That's why it's here in the Bible to teach you the truth so that we stop following these lies that our lives and our children's lives are based on. Like Easter bunnies, rabbits don't lay eggs. Santa Claus was not a white man delivering presents, breaking into your house every December. Your parents work for those toys that you're going to break. The same parents you don't listen to all year, that you're getting beatings and skipping school and getting high in the house and getting pregnant as a teenager, killing the damn baby, hiding it from your parents. Those same parents the one that you're going to put in an old folks home because you don't want your life inconvenienced to have to take care of them like they have or was supposed to have taken care of you. Those parents, you understand? So it says in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 17, whom men could not honor in presence, meaning he died. You didn't get a chance to honor him. This is how these things came about. The man was dead. You didn't get to meet him. You didn't get to honor him. Now you're trying to pay back honor, you understand, for King Von by painting this picture on the wall so you can all go and take pictures in the hood under him like you're honoring him. You didn't know him. Now this is what it would become. This is what it is. Because they dwelt far off, you were far. You never met the brother. Maybe you went to one of Pop Smoke's concerts. You didn't get to meet him in presence. Now you're going to worship him. He's on the wall. He's a mural. He's forever. It's his birthday. We honoring this and that. Like, the Lord does not want us to do these things. But this is what we do. We are known for this. We are known as the people who do these things. Every time somebody dies, some celebrity, some homeboy, some cousin, rest in peace T-shirt, rest in peace Big Mama, rest in peace Abuela, rest in peace Casper, Smokey, Spider, you understand, and Man, and Dante, rest in peace Erica, Lil E, and Tupac, and Biggie, and everybody that dies, DMX and Prince and Michael Jackson, all on the wall, Pimp C, rest in peace. Like these things here, this is synonymous with our people. It says they took the counterfeit of his visage from far off. They took a picture of him, of his face from far off, of a king who they honored. Some brother that was famous, that was wealthy and powerful, they honored. This was a heathen's custom. This is customary, known of our people. That's why the Lord is saying, don't do this. To the end that by their forwardness, they might flatter him that was absent as if he were present. You doing this in honor of his memory, like he give a damn about you remembering his memory when you are the one that killed him. You shot him. You shot Pop Smoke. You shot Tupac. You shot King Von. You murdered him. You shot Biggie. Now that he's dead, well, we gonna love everybody. We remember in his memory, you chopped the brother to death. Well, now that he's dead, we're gonna honor his memory. You shot and killed them. Well, now that they're dead, we're gonna flatter him as though he were present to see it. This is what the scripture is talking about. Also, the singular device of the artificer did help to set forward the ignorant to more superstitions. What is a superstition? You know, Tupac ain't dead. Tupac's still alive. Tupac is in Cuba. That brother ain't dead. You know, they took him. That's not the real Gucci Mane. That's a clone. He cloned somewhere. All kind of Illuminati nonsense because you believe in witchcraft and sorcery that you learned in the damn church. Thinking that you learned about God, thinking that you learned to worship the Lord, just like your Thanksgiving that you're not supposed to celebrate, and your Mother's Day and Father's Day and Christmas and Halloween. You believe in all kinds of superstitions and black cats and step on a crack and break your mother's back and broken glass and not open an umbrella in the inside, and Candyman and Bloody Mary and Santeria and burning candles and the tarot cards and the zodiac signs. Your life is about a bunch of damn schemes and hustles and games that anyone can ruin your life and run game on you and get all of your money, just like Polite, just like Malachi York, just like anybody that comes up with something that's catchy and popular. You will run headfirst into it because you're not spiritual, because you don't have the real spirituality that the God of your fathers prepared, which is keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments in the Bible, which you can only learn in Isupk. This has been another episode of The Bible is Black. Tune in for another episode. Like, share, subscribe. You understand? With that, shalom. Be sure to pay your tithes. Isupk.com. Pay your tithes. Shalom.
ISUPK 53rd Annual Lord Passover.
Die like a man.
Hey, shalom, Israel. This is Isupk down in Florida. I'm Captain of 10,000 Shamoy Yalo. We here to let you know the 53rd annual Lord's Passover is going to be held down here in Florida. It's going down in South Florida, Cocoa Beach.
Friday, April 15th, 2022.
The lamb, the wine, the brotherhood, the sisterhood, you understand? Good music, good weather, the palm trees, the whole nine.
This is going to be glorious. Book your hotels now at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites, 301 Tucker Lane, Cocoa Beach, Florida, 32926.
April 15th and the 16th. Don't just book for the 15th. Book for the 15th and the 16th.
It's going down Friday, April 15th at the Space Coast Convention Center.
Moses told Pharaoh we need 3 days to be able to go out into the wilderness and serve our power the way he commands. You're going to have to get that off with your boss, with your slave master. So make sure you in the building. Cocoa Beach, Florida, April 15th to 16th, 2022 is going down. We'll see y'all there. Shalom.
Black power, 144,000. I'm just trying to make 144,000. 144,000. I'm just trying